Alright, what's up everybody? It's your boy Jin here, and I've got a quick video for you. This will be just about glyphs. Glyphs. Alright, so what are we talking about now? So, just a quick, I don't know what you call it. Just a quick reminder, this is not the full set of glyphs that you get for this archer. Alright? There is more glyphs. If you go to the PWI.fandom.com wiki archer glyphs, you can see that there are some that we don't get here yet. Let's see which ones they are. Like that glyph, we don't get that yet. The leaps, we don't get the leaps here on the server yet. And that one, Elven alacrity. Alright, and so I'm not going to talk much about those. I don't think we have to aim low one either. Like wrong though. We do get the blood vow. We don't get the knockback yet. Okay, so and the galvanic charge. So we've only got like half the amount of glyphs we get, and I don't know if we're going to get the full set of glyphs here. Oh yeah, we do get aim low. Like, see, we don't have galvanic charge. We don't. Oh, we do have the loose skills. I'm sorry. Man, I should have done some research before that. Huh? Well, anyways, to keep you paying attention. So, but we don't have the Elven alacrity. Okay, so I'm not a liar about that. But let's go ahead and first of all, I'm going to show you guys the best place to test out your glyphs and stuff. Make sure you turn off your PvP, because if you are in the middle of doing some practice stuff and someone comes up and starts killing you or attacking you, it's just not nice. So we're gonna go to the what was that, the arena or whatever teleport that was from West Arch. This is on the Evolved Perfect World server, by the way. And so I am going to show you what I've got on mine. Alright, and I'll tell you the reasons why too, okay? So let's go through each one of these, and I'll tell you. This right here is a PvE set. For PvP, you're gonna have to figure out that for yourself, because I'm not that good with the PvP, and then B, everybody has a different fighting style, right? And I'll show you, and I'll tell you why a different fighting style is going to matter on what glyphs you do for PvP. As for PvE, this setup will affect mostly everybody. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Starting with lightning strike. Okay, so I've got lightning strike with the red glyph. Now, see, there's with the red glyph, it'll charge your ammunition with bolts of lightning, dealing base physical damage plus 100%, 150% of weapon damage, and 7,500 metal damage. Never misses. And it generates 20 chi. At a level 5, it generates 25 chi. Okay, so on this server, I've got everything to level 5, except for this one. I think I got to level 6, yeah. So everything else is level 5. On this server, it's relatively easy to get anything to level 5. You just got to do your dailies, which is like your molten mines, UDC, and all the stuff. And if you guys aren't then on the server, you won't know what those caves are. They're specific to the server. So depending on what level of glyphs you can farm, if you can easily farm level 10, your decisions might be a little different, right? Because it's going to have different levels of effect. But we're not getting that. We'll just assume everything's going to be level 5. Alright, so for here, lightning strike, it'll generate 25 chi, which is cool, because when I'm doing my combo, I'll show you the combo that I do the most of. So this one, this one, this one is the most of the combos I do. This is an AoE. So there's your AoE set combo. It's not too important. It's only for like farming certain things and stuff like that. So the main ones we use are these 3, and this is my non-magic, non-metal skill combo. Right, these are all physical attacks. These are great for dealing with magic classes, or if you have a metal resistance mob or boss. All right, this one. I'm gonna use this one right now. This one is my all around. It uses some melee and then the 3 metal class skills. And then number 4 is that's basically like set it and forget it for bosses, right? And he starts off with Wings of Grace, and I'll show you later why Wings of Grace is good to have at the beginning and why it's in the combo. Okay, so now that you know the combo set, you're gonna understand why I do this set that I do. Okay, so this one generates chi. The reason why I'm using that one to generate chi is because Thundershock takes chi to use, right? It costs 30 chi. So this one will actually give you 25 back. And so in the long run, the other skills will also add to building up chi. But so basically, you're not going to lose. I tried it with this combo with the Lightning Strike with this blue one, but you end up losing a lot of chi. So unless you have like let's say if you have a genie that has, actually I do have that too, Paramount with the chi of chant, and you can just constantly build up more chi as you're attacking, then I would suggest going to this one. But if you don't have that or whatever, you can use this one and you go real fast. Now this skill, you see, we're only going to read the blue parts, right, or the bottom parts. So this ethereal glyph, the channeling time is reduced to 0.7, which makes it a very fast shot, especially when you're in red bubble. Alright, now let's see. This one will increase it by weapon damage 150, but increases the further you are away from target. So right under there where it says Verdant Glyph effects, increases damage the further you are from the target. That is cool, except for when you start doing damage in any cave, and then what happens is a boss or the mob, whatever, will get closer and closer to you, so it's automatically going to reduce your damage. That's why I don't like any of these skills. Any of these green ones that have that, I don't like that. And then this one deals an extra 30% damage of weapon. So that's just like a basic. It's like an all-rounder, I guess. And I'll show you different, like for these, because I will have I'll show you my weapon. There's my main PWI weapon, and if you look at the stats underneath in the blue area, I've got channeling negative 10%, and then 2 stones to channeling -3 and -3%. So that's a total of -16% channeling on this weapon alone, and the crossbow actually has the higher physical attack than the regular bow. Okay, so the regular bow will be for PvP because it has the chance to purge, and it's all around it, I guess. So anyways, and so that's why I'm saying this is a PvE set, because it builds all these right here, the reduced channeling. It builds on top of the negative channel you have with that Sky Splitter rifle or crossbow, but it's called a rifle. Anyways, okay, so and then let's see what else. The Ardent, that one, you charge your weapon for 1.5 seconds, and then at full charge it deals 120% weapon damage. At minimum charge it does 70% damage. So if you look at the minimum charge on that, on level 5 it'd be 90%, versus this one would be 30%. I found it did not do as much damage. You guys can test it out. I would love to sit here and do every single test for you, but this is going to take a long time, and this is already going to be a long enough video. So I'm telling you guys to check this out for yourself for your playstyle. For my playstyle and for my negative channeling stuff, this is awesome. I pull aggro from people all the time, hold it all the time. I mean, there are some tunes that can do more damage and hold it from my archer, but for an archer, whereas before the Glyphs, he would never pull aggro, but now he does all the time. Okay, so anyways, let's go to Thunder Strike. Same thing. For PvP, you'd probably want to get this one, the red one, because it has a 72% chance to paralyze your enemy for 1 second. Alright, and then this one reduces the channeling time by 1.2 seconds, and damage increase by 75% weapon damage, but this is the further away from your target you are. And then this is your all-arounder, and again this one deals full charge. But here's the thing, and I thought I was going to do a cheat around, because on this server you have this right here, it disables your charging skills, right? And so for something to charge, like let's say this skill right here, take aim. When I click it, hold on, let's turn it off first. When on regular, it takes this long to charge. Look at that. That's forever. So, and it does 900 something damage, but look at the regular shots I'm doing. 500, 2.5. I mean, it takes almost as long as for those shots to do 900,000 damage. See that? And so it does make sense. So if you turn on the disable charging skills, it actually becomes a good. Well, that wasn't a good example, but it actually becomes like a regular attack. It does decent damage. See, there's your crit for 600,000. So I thought that if you were to use the charging ones on all these, you'd get like the maximum damage out of it, but you don't. So I wouldn't recommend any of these for any of the ones that say that it's going to do the full charge at 120% and then minimum charge at 70%. So okay, so this is for fast speed. Again, this gives you the wider area effect, but I wanted the faster channeling on this one too. At level 5, it reduces it to 1.4% and deals an extra 60% weapon damage. So your Thunder's Blast, look at how fast that hits. Try one more time. We'll disable the auto attack so it doesn't confuse. There you go. So it hits almost as fast as a regular skill, right? See, there's your regular skill. Here's Thunder's Blast. And you remember how long that usually takes to charge. If I were to take off that glyph, it takes forever. And I don't like waiting. And I think for PvE, it's better to have like faster attacks that just keeps going and going and going and going. And you get, in PvP, you get more damage. Sorry, not PvP, PvE. Maybe in both. You get more damage per skill than you do with your, because of the passives, right? There you go, sorry. All direct skill damage is increased by 20% when it's maxed out, right? And so when you do regular attacks, so like for an archer, APS doesn't make a lot of sense to me, right? Look at that. But then when you're doing regular attacks, it's almost going faster and it's doing a lot higher hits. You see that? Especially with this combo, I've got it almost to where the crit is almost, well, there you go. It's only a couple of seconds in between having that crit buff all the time. And you can also just manually do it yourself. But anyways, so let's go on through. I'm taking a long time. I'm sorry. Let's see. That one is the channeling. Again, this one has the further away from damage, and then the standard 120%. And then this one has the same thing, charge. And then for this one, also, quick shot is the most used skill that I have in my arsenal. So I wanted that to go off as fast as I can because that keeps your every time you use it, it bumps up your crit rate by like 20% or something like that. And so maybe it's 40%, but it makes it so it's basically 100%. Okay, so same thing for these and these. That's why I think this was a pretty quick thing for me. Now the leap left and leap right, I don't ever use that in PvE. So I did not equip that anywhere. But here's the Wings of Grace. The reason why I have it on that macro that you saw is because, okay, so on this one, duration is increased by 11 seconds. And what the skill actually does is it makes you immune to all effects that reduce movement speed for 15 seconds and reduces all incoming damage by 30% and increases your speed by 30%. You're immune to damage while channeling this skill. Okay, so it basically puts on a shield, makes you go faster, and makes you immune to movement debuffs, and increases your speed. 15 seconds, and then this one reduces channeling time, and then this one, which I guess if you're in PvP, this one might be good, or this one. A lot of people say that this is the best one because it reduces the incoming damage by 40%. Alright, so that's huge, right? Doesn't sound like it's only like another 10%, but that's a big difference between one more hit, right? Okay, but I use this one. I love this one for PvE. It's not good for PvP. So it increases your skill damage for 15 seconds. So skill damage increased by 30% for 15 seconds. So watch this. When I put it on, I do my number 3 macro, which the number 4 just basically adds this one on it. Look at those, the damage. 1 million, 1 million, 9.6, 9, 6, and 7, 9. And that, there's your damage right there. It's gone. And then, like, the cooldown is only 30 seconds. So when you don't even have to like wait that much longer and activate again. So for bosses that take longer, or actually any boss and stuff, when you're in red bubble, this actually stacks with red bubble. Keep that in mind. All right. And for those you don't know, because on this server, red bubble increases your attack power by 700%, increases your channeling time and your attack rate. And so that all this negative channeling that I have with this negative channeling stuff here, it just makes me shoot so fast. Actually, I will bring my cleric over to show you guys this segment. Okay, so the leaf lefts and leaf rights, what you can do is, okay, so this one makes you jump 20 meters to your left, and then becomes immune to movement impairing effects for 3 seconds. It then has a 60% chance to trigger ataraxia. Alright. And then this one's cooldown's reduced. Jump distance is increased. Energizes you for 5 seconds, increasing your movement speed by 60%. Then in 2 seconds, reduces damage taken from 8 meters or more by 99%. Okay, so you can do like one of these for one way and then another one for the other one because they're exactly the same. Right. So, like if one of them you can use it to trigger ataraxia, and then the other one you can use it to go against like range attacks, right? Because it reduces any meters from 8 meters or more. So basically, any range tune out there is going to have problems trying to get you. So that one would be good against like any range tune, archer, cleric, anybody. Okay. Alright, so now aim low. I don't have that on here. But in PvP, you'd probably want to get like this one right here. The silence target for 2.5 seconds. That's huge. And then channeling time reduced. That's pretty good. Increased damage up to, and that's the further away from you are from target. So maybe the further away from ones, maybe those are meant for PvP also. Like if you're in base defending or something like that, and you can go max or max distance, and then get like galvanic aura, and then just really pound people from a distance, and they won't even know where you're at. Okay, sorry. Silence this target for up to 3.3 seconds, but that's a charge. Alright, so remember, if you have to do that, you're going to have to wait to charge that one. Stunning effect, or stunning arrow. This is the one I put on it. Oh, hold on a second. That should be changed. It should be that one. Okay, so maybe that's why I haven't been doing as much damage as I should, because I usually put this one on. This is for PvP. This one would be for PvE. Increases the damage from range. This is the all-arounder, and then this again is your charge. Okay, so you'd have to remember to take that charge thing off, and just for those two skills you want. For Blood Vow, if you're soloing stuff, then yeah, you'll want to put on this one right here. This one's really cool because it reduces the target's maximum health by 26%. That's huge. Now, remember, a lot of the big bosses on this server, you can't drop their HP down. Like in UP, you can't do that. I think maybe Flow Silver you can't. But like if you're soloing stuff, man, that's you definitely want that. All right, and then let's see what else. I mean, actually also PvP also, because if you drop a barb's hit points down by 26%, oh man, that's good. That's the goods, man. Alright, so let's see, that's your all-arounder. And this is your charge, and increases the damage by 24%, and reduces max hit by 24%. all these charges. It's like, I guess if you're in a squad with good people and stuff like that, and you guys are picking targets and you can charge to hit and stuff like that, maybe that's the best ones. But all right, hopefully this wasn't too long. But that's basically what it is. This is the set. Let me change this one. What was it before? Did I have? I was just saying, oh, I wanted the blue, and I don't have my blue one on there. Okay, so I don't know why I don't have my blue one. Okay, and so remember just to change this to a blue, and then this will basically be the same set that I have here. Alright, before I go, I forgot to show you guys what the damage output is like, alright? And so I'm just going to do the basic buffs, which that one is not needed. This one is kind of, copper weight's definitely needed. And then we're going to do, I'll do one sample of, let's say, 30 seconds of it regularly, which is a full cycle of that. Alright, ready? We're doing the number 4. Alright, and I did put the blue one back on here, so it's hitting faster. Oh, yeah, sorry, this one's not on that combo. My bad. Anyway, so that's looking pretty good. We're talking about 700, 900, 600,000. Okay, here we go. So I stopped that, and you can see it's done 800, 730, or 783 down. So that's like what, 217 million. Okay, so we're gonna let him charge up a little bit. Wait till that's up, and we'll put red bubble up. Now you see it increases your attack rate, and then there's also increases your physical attack, and there's also a channeling one. Yeah, accelerated channeling right there. So now we're going to do 30 seconds with it on this, and you'll see how much faster he will shoot. Got 1.6, 1.9, 1.9, 1.6, 1.7, and it just keeps going until that slows down, and we're down to 1.4, 1.5, 1.3, 1.3, 1.6. So having an archer in UDC MM is like, or any place with red bubble nowadays. There we go. Oh, alright, so that did an extra 20 million damage on top of that. That's it. I thought it would be more than that. But anyways, alright. I hope you guys liked it. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys have a different setup, let me know which ones you have, and let me know the skill and the color of the glyph, not the name. I don't remember by names. So if any questions, comments, or suggestions, put them in the comment section. And just remember, when you put this macro on your archer, prepare to take aggro. Alright, so if you take an aggro and you're dying easily, then you might as well not do this. Alright? Okay, I'll see you guys back in game. Peace. Oh, and please click like, subscribe, share. Next level.